Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform, please give me a 5-star rating. Well, my friends, it's great to be back from vacation. I took the week off and I feel relaxed. It's great to step away from the market and enjoy life a bit. So don't forget to do that. But I'm very excited to be back and to bring you the crypto news. We got some big items happening, adoption, some items happening in the Whitehouse, and Bitcoin is doing some interesting things from a price standpoint. But before we get into it, let's get a word from our sponsor here, and that is Link2, which makes private equity investment easy. If you are an individually accredited investor, you can invest into crypto companies and tech companies via Link2. Previously, you had to be part of a hedge fund or a venture capital firm. Well, Link2 is democratizing that access, and you can invest in companies like Ripple, Abra, Dapper Labs, Uphold, BitPay, and many more. So you have the opportunity to do what the institutions are doing. They're buying the tokens, like many of you hold, and they're also investing in the companies building the infrastructure of the market. So you can double dip in this respective industry and market and make money on both sides. So certainly a great opportunity that has not existed before. Folks who were in the .com market at that time did not have the ability to invest into Google directly. Once again, you had to be accredited, you had to be part of a big fund, things along those lines. So if you'd like to learn more about this opportunity, check out the link in the description. Let's take a look at the crypto market here. Bitcoin doing some interesting things from a price standpoint. And I want to talk a bit about that because it could mean that we see different scenarios that are bullish in the coming months. Right now, Bitcoin is over $23,000 and it closed the week yesterday over the 200-week moving average. That's a good sign. Could we have seen the bottom already? There's certainly a high probability of that. Now, could there be more choppy movements sideways and still, jumping up below and above that 200-week moving average for the next month or so or 2 months? Sure. But the way Bitcoin is looking right now, there are about two different scenarios here that I want to talk about. One, it could be a retracement. Bitcoin's going to move back up maybe to 50,000. Then we have some sort of alt season. I don't know. And then go down to lower lows into that deep bear market. Or we are still in a macro bull cycle. And this is just a deep correction and we can move to all-time highs. Now, I'm giving these scenarios as probabilities. These are not certainties. I cannot guarantee this, and no one else can, because if anyone can say that, hey, I guarantee this is going to happen and this is how Bitcoin's going to move, please ask them for next week's winning lottery numbers. So, you can go play that lottery number and win millions, right? So no one can predict the future, but we can look at the data and the facts that we have at hand and form some different thesis and see what plays out. Here, one of the analysts on Twitter, Rect Capital, tweeted the following: Bitcoin performs a weekly candle close above the 200-week moving average. It is the first weekly close above the moving average following an extended downtrend since March 2020. So very interesting move. Look, we are still in a bear market as of right now, but we're seeing some signs here, some very interesting movements from Bitcoin. And remember, we use Bitcoin as a measuring stick, and that could, if Bitcoin makes a move and rallies, it could, that money is going to trickle down to the altcoins. So we could see some altcoins rally as well. So just be prepared for that. Once again, different scenarios, probabilities. Let's see what plays out. Now, macro investor Raoul Pal tweeted out a few things, and I want to share that with you. So he highlights that the global M2 is the big macro driver of crypto, the liquidity cycle. So as we've seen, what the Fed does, it impacts markets, and that now includes crypto. Crypto has been moving with the stock market. So you can see here that the global M2 deviation from the trend, and they stopped printing. They've been doing quantitative tightening, and it looks like they're going to be doing quantitative easing. I think the Fed is going to reverse sometime this year, given that midterm elections are coming up, and they've done a lot so far to fight inflation. But we'll see what happens. Raul says, and it is about to turn. The ISM inverted leads to it. I think crypto is sniffing out the turn. So showing, once again, the deviation and the what could be coming next. So you have these macro factors that play a role in what crypto is going to do and the price movements. And of course, the technical analysis is lining up with that a bit, right? Once again, Bitcoin closing above that 200-week moving average. So I share this to say, be prepared. Look, we might see a retracement. I'm going to take profits in that retracement, or this is still a macro level bull market that's still playing out. We'll see what happens. But let's move ahead, guys. So there's a new bill which creates a cryptocurrency specialist position in the White House. This is just a matter of time. You're going to have probably a full division and advisors around cryptocurrency and blockchain in the White House and in different governments around the world. We're seeing this asset classes industry is growing at a rapid pace globally, and there's a ton of talent leaving traditional finance and coming into the crypto market, and a lot of capital being injected into the crypto market. So the CHIPS bill provides for a blockchain specialist position in the White House Science Office. The $280 billion bill, which aids semiconductor industry, also incorporated Representative Darren Soto's bill to create a position to advise the president on blockchain. Now, Darren Soto, many of you may recognize that name, Democrat out of Florida, who's been working with Republicans on cryptocurrency regulations and clarity. He's one of the good guys who certainly you want to give your support. He's been at this since like 2018. Him and Congressman Warren Davidson have been doing a lot. So great to see that this is being put forth, guys. Very good news. So the United States House of Representatives passed the CHIPS and Science Act on Thursday by a vote of 243 to 187. The bill, which was introduced into the Senate over a year ago, provides grants and incentives to the semiconductor industry and encourages research. It also creates a blockchain and cryptocurrency specialist position in the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy. The bill passed the Senate on Wednesday. It has an overall price tag of $280 billion, which includes $52 billion in grants and incentives for U.S. semiconductor manufacturers who face fierce competition from China, and $170 billion in incentives for research. It is expected to contribute to the easing of supply chain issues in the industry as well. So, guys, I think you all see the direction, the path that we are headed to. And we're seeing crypto being adopted on multiple fronts, whether it be government or the private industry or the public, whatever it may be, with talent, with building, with new technology. It's amazing what is happening. And as someone who's been here since 2016, I wouldn't have even dreamed of these things happening. And of course, President Biden passed the crypto executive order earlier this year. And a lot of those reports and findings will be shared with the president and the White House administration. And we'll see what they come up with and what they're going to do. And we all know that stablecoin regulation is kind of the hot thing right now. And we're still waiting for full comprehensive crypto regulation. So all of these things, though, will lead to comprehensive regulations and clarity. So having someone in the White House to advise the president who knows about crypto and blockchain will definitely help move the needle. So great news here. And here's an example. I'm not going to read through it, but CNN, they did an opinion piece here. Crypto can't rely on government to save it from itself. I share this because crypto is getting mainstream coverage now, and it's even talking about regulations. So how far we've come from the sensationalized headlines of crypto's a scam, it's a fad, and blah, 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 and all the nonsense. And now it's you're seeing a more mature conversation. So when I see things like this, makes me very bullish. It just shows the maturity. And, as we go through the cycles, bear and bull, I know higher prices are coming. We've seen it historically. So now is the time, of course, to be buying, not financial investment advice. I'm buying, I'm DCAing, loading up, and waiting for the next bull cycle. And look, as I started with the video, we could see that sooner or later, maybe some sort of retracement, or we're still in that macro bull run. So we'll see what happens. Now, here's an example of really cool adoption, guys. Tiffany and Co, which many of you know is one of the most famous jewelers, and they've been around since, I think, the 1800s. Well, they've created an NFT jewelry piece here, as you can see, and it's based on the CryptoPunk. You can have that created, and it includes diamonds. So, of course, it's probably super expensive. And let me give you some details. So jewelry brand Tiffany and Co unveils 50K CryptoPunk necklaces. So if you have $50,000 and you own a CryptoPunk, you can go get this. Now, this is certainly not for me. This is not my taste or anything like that. Even if I owned a CryptoPunk, I wouldn't go get a necklace for it, right? But I'm not hating on anybody who does it. What I am excited about, though, is the adoption. This crypto and obviously NFTs, which are built on different blockchains, right, which have native crypto tokens or digital assets, are becoming part of society, crypto and NFTs. And now folks like these jewelers who are high profile are building the jewelry. And that shows how, we've grown, man. Once again, going back to 2016, would not have expected this, but it's great to see things like this happening. The collection of diamond encrusted pendants is exclusively available for CryptoPunk owners to purchase, and it is limited to 250 editions. So I'm sure if you buy one, it'll be worth money over the years, right? It will grow in value. So great option here. I'm sure people are going to buy it. Once again, not for me, but I'm not hating on it. I'm actually bullish on it because this is adoption. This is how it happens, and it's going to usher in more people into the crypto market. Now, Coinbase Prime adds Ethereum staking for U.S. institutional clients. The product offers another entry point for financial institutions eager to delve into crypto but unsure how best to do it. Now, I currently stake Ethereum 2 on Coinbase, not a lot of ETH, but some, earning my rewards. And Ethereum is going to be doing their upgrade and so forth. Let's see how it goes. And this is good to see that they're opening it up for institutional clients. That's going to mean probably a lot more institutions are going to be buying Ethereum and then putting into staking. So the product offers yet another crypto on-ramp for institutions, which have eyed the industry's explosive growth with interest, but have always known quite exactly haven't always known quite exactly how to get in. Generating yield through staking plays to big firms that are frequently in search of attractive places to park money. That is the key, my friends. In an era or a time of high interest rates and you're not able to generate much of a return from, let's say, the stock market or even crypto, you can at least take that crypto or certain cryptos and stake them and earn rewards, earning passive income. And that is appealing to both retail and, of course, institutional, right? You have some of those funds sitting in bank accounts and you're earning just ridiculous interest. It's when I say ridiculous, I mean in a bad way. Like it's nothing, but put it into ETH, and that ETH can, of course, grow over time and in value, which we've seen. It moves with Bitcoin, just like the other altcoins, and you can earn through the bear market. So that is one of the ways I currently earn passive income. I stake Tezos, Ethereum, Cardano, different Algorand. So I'm earning the yield on the interest, the staking rewards, excuse me, off of my crypto. Now, hardware wallet Ledger, and I use Ledger, by the way. It's a great product. They've been around for a long time. I store my crypto on there. Well, they're in talks to raise another $100 million. This is interesting, but it also worries me a bit. I'm curious what's happening here. I hope they're not going to have some liquidity problems or, the operating issues. Let's hope not, right? Fingers crossed. The fresh funding will give the firm a higher valuation than the $1.5 billion it commanded in June 2021. So Ledger's plan suggests that despite the onset of depressed conditions in the crypto market in recent months, there are areas of the industry for which the immediate outlook looks positive, such as in hardware wallets. With crypto firms such as the exchanges beset by liquidity problems, causing them to take steps such as suspending customer withdrawals, more users could be looking to store their crypto themselves on the hardware wallet. Not your keys, not your coins is a common warning fired at those who keep their crypto on an exchange. So this is interesting. I hope it is what they say, and this is like to expand and meet the demand of folks who are leaving exchanges. Let's hope so. If not, that would not be great if Ledger's going to have problems when they store a lot of crypto. Now, obviously, they do it in a decentralized way, and you have your private keys, but still, you don't want a hardware wallet, which is very big, and a lot of people use their technology and their products to go under. That would be very bad. So that is interesting. Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderati, tweeted out regarding what Gary Gensler tweeted this week about capital markets in crypto and so forth. And, Gary's going around putting out his propaganda that how, the Howey test can be used. And we all know it can't. Like a 1930 law to be used for digital assets on a global decentralized blockchain. It is ridiculous. Well, Stuart Alderati kind of, replied to his post saying, I would rethink the logic of saying that crypto markets have to succumb to the SEC jurisdiction, because that's like saying drivers of electric cars don't need seatbelts. It's actually more like punishing electric car drivers because they don't use SEC-owned and controlled gas stations. So Gary, we know, is trying to get as much power as possible, slow down crypto. We've talked about it here on this channel a lot. He is trying to protect the incumbents, and that is the big banks, where the money is leaving those banks, and the technology is disrupting the ability that they have to control lending and borrowing and so forth. So the Ripple lawsuit still moving ahead, of course. We saw while I was out, there was a lot of big updates, but I'm sure many of you are caught up on that. So I don't want to go through it, but things are moving in the right direction for Ripple and the wrong direction for the SEC, which is a good thing. Now, speaking of Ripple and XRP, the folks at Pierce Technology tweeted out, I think it was yesterday, excited to share that we put into production the first version of the National Land Registry together with Agencia Nacional de Tierras, if I'm saying that right, and the support of Ripple to register the first adjudication resolution in Colombia on the XRP ledger. So as we reported, a couple of weeks ago, land registry is going on the XRP ledger in Colombia. Very bullish, guys. And as you can imagine, other countries are going to be looking at this, but this is the future. With tokenization and registration of things on the blockchain. And obviously this type of adoption will help grow the value of that respective blockchain and its native token. So the XRP on the XRP ledger, ETH on the Ethereum blockchain, right? We've seen how that has played out for Ethereum. Finally, Ron Hammond of the Blockchain Association, who I've interviewed multiple times, he tweeted out the following about crypto regulations. He said, this week in Congress and crypto, last week it was widely reported that powerful House members Maxine Waters and Patrick McHenry were working on a comprehensive bill to regulate stablecoins. However, bill text and next steps are still unclear, and he went through the details. But guys, if Maxine Waters is involved, things are moving ahead. She is a big catalyst, a big pillar in getting things moved forward. And I've interviewed Ron multiple times. Many of you have seen it. He's talked about that. And Democrat or Republican aside, she is super important to get things move ahead. And of course, she's a Democrat and Patrick McHenry is a Republican. So once again, bipartisan support for crypto. Very good sign, my friends. Well, that is the crypto news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you guys think about Bitcoin's price movement? Remember, Bitcoin's going to move, and then you'll see the alts move. So could we potentially see a retracement, or are we in that macro bull run still? And this is just a crazy correction that we're in right now. You know, I kind of lean to the first scenario, but who knows, right, guys? It's hard to predict these things, but we'll keep a close eye on it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.